So the taxpayer now has to pay 3 million to a private company who operates towers. So when you go into Dublin, you know there's two or three towers on the M3 motorway, and you have to pay so much for a car and so much for a bike and so much for a truck and bus and whatever. And with the lack of traffic with the lockdown and everything, it's gone down a lot. And the taxpayer now, these are private companies, and the private companies obviously pay tax to the government, which is a lot too. So Sinn Féin's all over this. Like 3 million, like they can get the money back easily. Like there's so many people go up to Dublin and use them towers, and like there's people going up every day of the week and put money in to the towers. Like I don't know what the whinging equivalent of coin about 3 million. Like they make a killing. Like I think a few years ago they made a killing. I can't remember the amount of money they were making, but they were making a killing. Like you think about all the tourists and everything going through that gate in cars and trucks and lorries and bicycles and whatever. That's it's not a back road. It's a very busy motorway, and they make a killing on it. And to ask the taxpayer to pay €3 million, just because there's not enough traffic, they already get like there's enough traffic going. Like take for example this week with the lockdown being lifted. I say an average, an average every about 10 minutes, you could have 3 or 4 thousand cars maybe going through that. Could be because it's going into Dublin. It's going into the capital city of Ireland, where the majority of the people of Ireland live. Nearly a million people live in Dublin. Well over a million. So there'll be a lot more people going in, and obviously it's your capital city, so there'll be a lot more business trucks going in, things like that, buses, things like that. Like they make a killing. They make a killing. Like if you stand there in the two towers, I think it's two towers. I might have said there's three towers, but I think there's two towers. One there and there's one there, as far as I remember. If you sat there with a pen and paper for 10 minutes, say 10 minutes of that one, 10 minutes of the other one, and you count how many cars go through, it'd be a fair price. It'd be a fair price everybody had to pay. The same with trucks and the same with everything. Like you write down how much each car and every truck pays, and you count up the amount of cars. It's a fair amount of money. It's a fair amount of money to be made in about 5 minutes. Because them roads are always busy. Every time I work through the towers, constant cars and trucks and lorries and things like that. Some of them have cows and obviously they pay out monthly or whatever. And some people obviously go to the post and just puts in the money to the thing. Did you know to make enough money? Ask the taxpayer. They paid 3 million. It's mad. And I will leave a link to the description for this, because this is a private company. It is a private company though, but at the same time they do pay tax. But I'm sure to God it's not that. It's not, like 3 million is not out that much. Like let's be honest, they can make it back very very quickly. In 3 or 4 months' time they probably have it made back, because there's so many. Like as I say, this is not a road in the back end of nowhere. This is a main busy road going into the capital city of Ireland, where there's a huge population, and where all the businesses and all the big international corporations and everything's in. And when Leo Farkas is and Michael Higgins, but they don't have to pay for towers, don't worry about that. No, they have a cushy number there. But yeah, it's just I'm more or less saying, could they not just say, we make the money back, and not whinge and quib and cry to the government and say, oh look, we made 3 million because there wasn't any cows on the road. Like they could make it back. Let's be honest. And these are private companies. I'm sure to God they had a huge money left over for the last few years. Because they make a lot. I say a lot in a week to make a huge killing. They could make a huge killing. It's mad. But anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think. And we'll leave the article in the description below. And thank you for watching. Subscribe for more. And bye.